Hello. Today we're going to review how to set up brand new report packages. A lot of you may ask, what is a report package? A report package is generally set up by your installer at the time of install as something that is triggered at the close of day, and it's emailed to you, your sales reports, your adjustments, things of that nature. But often a customer wants to know, how do I make other report packages to email to myself, such as for my weekly sales or for my monthly sales, or even to send my payroll to my accountant? Setting up a report package in Revention is relatively simple. To create a report package, go to Management, Reports. At the very top, if you have the correct securities, you will see the option for report packages. So I click Report Packages. Once I've done so, as you can see, I already have one set up that is triggered by the close of day, and it sends the reports from the day that I'm on by email. So I'm going to create a new report package because I want to send myself the weekly sales at the end of my week. So I'm going to set up a report package called Weekly Sales. Down here at the bottom, I'm going to enter in the new package name, and I'm going to say Weekly Sales, and I'm going to hit Add. As you can see, the name then populates in the report package options in the very top. Now, I want this report to email to me. I can also set this to print to a Windows printer that is installed physically on the station, or I can have it saved to a certain file path such as a thumb drive or a jump drive that I've put inside of the system. I can also trigger report packages by the close of day feature, meaning that when my managers close the day at the end of the day, it will trigger this package to be emailed to me. Now, one of the most important things to note with any report package you're setting up is the report period, and we do have several options. There is the today feature, which will only send you the report for today's date. We have a yesterday feature if you just want the report from the day before. A week to date feature, which will send the report every single day, and it will just show you the numbers week to date. We have a last week feature, which is what most people use when they're setting up a weekly sales report. So when at the end of the week they close their day, it will trigger this report being sent and sending out their sales from last week. There's also the option for selected. If selected is enabled, this will give the user a pop-up when the report is run, allowing them to put in a variable date range. And then finally, you have the month option where it will just send you the report for the entire month or month to date if it's not the end of the month. So we're going to set this report package to last week. Now, I then get to select which reports I want to add into this package. So I might want to take a look at my weekly sales. I might want to see all of my adjustment detail for the last week. I might also want to see something like my daily performance over a week's time period, which is the most often used sales report here at Revention. But you can select any of these reports for the report package. Now, I need to set up how I'm going to email this report to myself. To set up the email recipients, simply select email at the very top. From the selected package drop down on the right hand side, select the report that you are setting up the email for. Select the recipient from the email address list and then hit Add. Once you've done that, you've successfully set up a report package that will trigger and run by itself. But keep in mind, any of these packages can be run manually at any time without having to come into the screen. So if you are in the management report screen, at the very bottom you should see a feature that allows you to run any report package. Simply select the package you want to run and hit Run Package. Once you hit Run Package, what will happen is the email will send out for the date range or the report period that you have selected for that specific package. And that is how you create and send a report package in the Revention system.